Hello, everyone. How are you? Yeah, give it up for everybody you saw on the show, guys. Give it up for these people. Two red-haired people in a row, guys. You will never see that again, ever. No matter how many shows you go to for the rest of your life, one of us is sexy. The other one is me. This is the voice that I have. That man has a beautiful Irish accent. I have this high-pitched, this is what it is. Nobody hears this and runs over and wants to blow me. That's not what happens with this. This voice is I just got the voice of the Disney hamster. I got to sound, people make fun of my voice all the time. I think my voice kind of sounds like, anytime you hear a black comedian do the voice of a white guy, that is my voice, man. That's mine. Anytime I hear a black comedian that's like, yeah, we got this white guy down at our job named Chris. And Chris is always like, well, hey guys, how you doing? That's exactly how I sound all the time. I get called gay for this voice sometimes. I also get called gay because I don't drink beer. I don't like it. I'll sit down with a group of straight men. I don't get beer ones that go, dude, you don't want a beer? You don't want a beer, bro? What do you want to suck a dick? Sure, is that the only other option at this bar? Those are the two choices we have, beer and dick. This is a weird building that we walked into, man. Like, why can't I get a daiquiri? I do not understand at all. So good, but never. Even if I'm on a date with a girl, if I'm sitting there with a girl and she's like, maybe I'll get a daiquiri. If I was like, God, that sounds delicious. Maybe I'll get one of those. She's like, oh, what, are you not gonna protect me if something happens? Like, you have to get something a man would drink, like sand or oil or some other shit like that. So dumb being a straight man. God damn. I'm not allowed to walk up to a straight man I don't know, compliment him on what he's wearing. We're not allowed to do that. You can walk up to any woman you want. Like, I like your hair, I like your scarf, totally cool. I can't walk up to a straight man and be like, dude, those pants, you are killing it right now, man. Which is so weird to me because nobody compliments us, ever. Straight men get like 2 compliments a year. Like if we have a job interview and a funeral. Those are the 2 times that somebody comes up and like, hey man, you really clean up nice. That's it. And we try to compliment women and apparently you don't even want it. Like we'll go up to a woman in a bar and be like, I like your hair. And she's like, I'm just with my friends. If you could leave me alone. Can't we save that compliment then for another straight man, Some sad dude sitting at the bar at the end of the night. Like, look, dude, I know none of these women want to have sex with you, but you need to know that hat is killing it right now, man. But you're not allowed to do that because straight men are stupid. And they'll be like, oh, what do you want to fuck me? What do you like? You gotta be a friend with like somebody for like 8 years before you can even go, dude, I like your shirt. Let them go, you want to blow me, dude? You want to come over here and blow me? Just like your shirt, dude. I like sometimes that people say that being gay is a choice. I really like that phrase, being gay is a choice. As if a straight man could just wake up one day and be like, balls. So hard. That is a hard choice to make, man. I don't think you can choose to be gay because I can't even choose to be into women I'm not into, And I'm into women, but I can't have sex with all of them. I know there's probably some dude here who's like, oh, he doesn't want to have sex with all the girls? He's gay. No, that's not how this works, okay? There's gotta be some rules to this shit. Like, yo, I don't want to sleep with that girl. Dude, you're gay. Man, she doesn't have any teeth. Can there be any boundaries to this at all? Or when you see a vagina, just run at it right there. I know this, if you could choose to be gay, I'd give it a shot. Why not? If you can just choose it and come right back, Because I assume if I'm dating a man, I could avoid stupid arguments that I have with women. Like I assume if I'm dating a man and I said to him, hey, I don't want to do anything today. He'd be like, me neither. Done. That's the entire argument. That is the whole thing right there. Followed by, yo, you want to play video games? You give each other head? Seems like a sweet day, man. That seems like a fun time. You can't run that by a woman. That one does not work at all. Try to say that to a girl you're dating. Just like, hey, do you want to stay home? We'll go down on each other, play Call of Duty or something. It'll be great. But I want to go to a museum. I don't know if you heard what I said, but my option was a lot more fun. So dumb being a straight man sometimes. Like, as a straight man, I'm not supposed to like tiny little dogs. Not supposed to like them at all. I'm supposed to see a small little dog and be like, what is that? Pomeranian? Now it's dead. Let's go. play football or talk about women, which really sucks because I own a tiny little Chihuahua. I have one because somebody left it in a bag at my door. And what was I supposed to do? The hardest man in the world would have took this thing in. A drug dealer going to the door, like, who the fuck is knocking? I'm like, oh, he would just loved. There's no way you don't love this dog. A few months ago, I didn't think I'd be buying a coat for a tiny little animal, man. It's a weird day, but you have to, because if you take a Chihuahua out in the cold without a coat, they die. They just die. And then you're a maniac just dragging a dead dog down the street. Like, why are you doing that, man? This was not dead when I left the house, okay? But it's supposed to be in Mexico. Who brought this thing here? It's very weird being a straight man walking down the street with a tiny little dog in a tiny little dog coat. I get no respect from other straight men. None. Because straight men don't like tiny little dogs. They like big dogs, big scary dogs, the type of dogs that DMX used to have in videos. Just pulling on them. The type of dogs that when kids run up and they're like, can I pet your dog? These guys gotta go, get back, it will murder you and your whole family. You can't just run up on this thing, it will find your father and strangle him in the street. If I had one of those dogs, straight men would be like, yo, dude, that's a big dog. You trained that big dog not to kill you? You're a man, bro. When I walk down the street with a tiny little dog, with her stupid little eyes bulging out of her head, and a little coat on her, she's just shaking in a winter coat. Straight men are looking at me like I'm dragging a box of tampons down the street. So dumb, and I see them looking at me, man. I see them looking at me, and then they look at the dog, then they look back at me, and the look in their eyes is like, yo, man, your little dog can't do shit. And I want to just look back and go, this dog can melt your heart? I love this dog. Love that dog, man. People that come over to my house and they see this dog, she's 5 pounds, man. She's 5 pounds of cold steel and sex appeal. She's a tiny little animal. And people come over and they're like, you didn't tell me you had a dog? I'm allergic to dogs. I'm like, are you serious? You're allergic to loyalty and fun? That is all that these are. How are you allergic to that? I grew up with no money, and I now realize why that's a good thing, man. Poor people do not have bullshit allergies to things, man. I grew up with a lot of poor people. I never heard one of them go, oh my God, do you have a cat? Because if you do, I can't come near your house. Close your window. Pollen will get in and kill me. I never heard poor people say that. It was more like, where's my dad? And other shit like that, man. Real allergies to real things, you know? Is my mom gonna get a second job and keep these lights on? Because I'm very allergic to bumping into things in the middle of the night. I met a guy who told me he was allergic to fruit that has skin on it. That's a rich kid, man. And also fruit that has skin, like I think you meant to say fruit. Just say fruit and be done with it. Don't make your problem bigger than it is, you know? I can't eat chips that come in a bag. That's chips. That's all of the chips. Just say, I can eat Pringles and keep walking, dude. I grew up without a dad, and sometimes people get really sad about that when I talk about it. They're like, you didn't have a dad? How did you learn to shave your little no-dad face? Who taught you how to walk on your little no-dad legs? It's not that big a deal. Do you know how many people have not had dads and done something good with their lives? It's a pretty big list. We got Barack Obama, no dad, Bill Clinton, Jay-Z, a lot of the NBA. It's a very successful group. It is a lot of millionaires, you know? I don't think LeBron's coming down the court like, I wish my dad was here to see this. No, he's like, there's a Maserati in the parking lot. Does not care. Somebody once asked me how I learned how to play catch. not having a dad? Which I thought was a pretty ignorant question to ask somebody. It is not a hard game to learn, you know? You keep your hand open. When something hits it, you close your hand. Not like me not having a dad. You throw something at me, it just hits me in the chest. You go to throw some keys, and I'm just like, what the fuck is wrong with you, man? You know I didn't have a dad. Set them down, and I'll go and get them. Or just kick them over. I can't do this with my hands. I grew up in apartments my whole life not having a dad, which has made me so horrified of houses. I don't like houses at all, man, because houses, there's way too many places for murderers to be, you know? If you're in an apartment, you're like, man, I wonder if there's a murderer in my apartment. You just put your back against the wall. You look at the one door, the only door that comes in and out of this place. You check left, you check right, you're like, hey, no murderers here. Houses, you're like, did anybody check upstairs? Every room, everything? What about the basement? Just heard a sound. Somebody's killing somebody down there. So I love talking to people that are like, I don't want to live in the city, man. It's dangerous. I want to go live in the country where it's safe. All right, man, you want to live in the country, around nobody, in the middle of nothing, which is the set of every horror movie ever made. That's where they happen. There's not a lot of horror movies that take place in apartment buildings, man, because it would just be Jason standing in the lobby, buzzing the bell, trying to get upstairs. People checking their security camera like, yo, that's Jason Voorhees. Do not answer that door right now, man. No, I'm waiting for a pizza too. That is not it. That is a murderer. Come on, kill us all. Me and my mom, like, growing up as a single mom in an apartment, like, we got a cool relationship, you know? But it's not one of those, like, super over-the-top loving ones. So it's so hard for me to get her any card for any holiday, man. Because every son-to-mother card is this over-the-top, poetic, sexual thing, man. Every son-to-mother card is like, mother, when I think about you, the sun rises, and the tides come in, and your face glows like the sun. Happy Easter. I am not sleeping with this woman, Hallmark. It doesn't need to be this poetic, you know? They don't even make a card for me and my mom's relationship. I just need a card for my mom that's like, yo, mom, what up? Christmas. That's all that I need. Yo, before I started doing this, I had a lot of like part-time jobs, minimum wage jobs and stuff. I really hated having a minimum wage job, man. They suck so bad. When you have a minimum wage job, that job never thinks you've done enough to earn that money. Ever. No matter what you do, if you're not bleeding from your face at the end of a shift, they're like, did you even show up today, man? Were you even here? If you're not crawling out the door with a shattered spine, they're like, what, am I just gonna give you this money? I used to work at Starbucks, and every day at the end of one of my shifts, my manager would go, look, Nathan, I know, you just worked 9 hours, okay? I get it. But is there any way you could stay an extra 15 minutes? Because Starbucks is really busy right now, and we could use your help. It's like, are you serious, Starbucks? You guys need my help? Right now, this store made $80,000 today, okay? I made 42 bucks. I'm gonna leave right now, okay? And I'm stealing a latte on the way out of this place, man. Like every time they asked me if they said they needed my help, I just pictured the CEO of Starbucks flying in a golden jet, just golfing Fabergé eggs onto the homeless. I was thinking about, man, some jobs. Minimum wage, I think, needs to go up. I mean, here, it's like $10. The fucking like New York, it's $7, which is crazy to me. You know what, just one job specifically I think needs to be paid more money, man, is people that work night shift at McDonald's they need to make more than the day shift, man. The day shift serves pancakes at a pretty busy time. The night shift is literally fighting zombies all night long. A McDonald's night shift, yo, that is a scary job, man. You work 11 to 6, you're literally just staring at your watch like, I hope I make it till daybreak before somebody bites me or kills me. They should have to wear like a full night uniform with a sword and just be slashing people. The counter is only up to their waist, man. They should have a big sliding door where you just open it up like, what do you want, burger? All right, I'll be back, it's closing. You should feed the drunk people at McDonald's the way you do tigers. Just fucking push it through and let them fight over it. Because nobody gets drunk and goes for an arugula salad. You know what I mean? Nobody. But people do get drunk and want nuggets. The people at night, yo, a guy will just come in there all drunk, maybe coked up, and he's like, yo, man, I want fries. And the guy's like, well, you're gonna have to wait. We don't have them right now. And he's like, really? I gotta wait? None of those women wanted to fuck me, and you don't have fries? Well, now I'm coming over the counter. How's that feel, dude? And I'm putting you through that drive-thru. I'm murdering your family. And that guy's making $10, $25 an hour minimum. That is what it should be. Danger pay, for God's sake. That place is crazy. I don't really go to McDonald's, but I miss McDonald's breakfast. The stuff is so good, you know what I mean? I don't know if it's made with magic or if it's just shipped in from some foreign land, but McDonald's breakfast is so great. I think one reason it's great is they make us earn it. You know what I mean? You cannot go into McDonald's anytime you want and get breakfast. You gotta be up, pants on, by 11. You are not getting this stuff at all, man. They got from what I can tell, that's the only rule that McDonald's has, man. That's it. Everything else flies. They got homeless guys living in the bathroom. This guy just hit his kids, but 11:05, no eggs. Those are gone. And you can't barter with anybody. You can't go in and be like, hey, I know that I'm a little late, but is there any way I could get like one McGriddle? Just like one tiny McGriddle? And I'll go out to my car and I'll eat it in the trunk and I won't tell anybody that this happened. Yeah, and they're just looking at you like, you know we got a real strict policy here, right, man? Breakfast is in the garbage. We also murder the breakfast staff every morning. Nobody back there that can help you. I'm kind of happy, though, that I don't really eat there anymore, man, because when you go to places that serve good food, they want it to be presented nice, you know? McDonald's doesn't care how that food looks. You ever go to Burger King? Yo, they do not care at all. Like, every burger from Burger King looks like it was made during a domestic dispute. Like, what happened to this burger back there, man? Is the manager fighting his wife? How did you get mustard on top of the bun? How does that even happen? It's like they put it in a bag and shake it up and just be like, here's your Whopper, and kick it to the front. People can't stop going, though, man. People just will not stop. I actually read an article that said that obesity is now a bigger problem than world hunger. Yo, there's no way that's true. Obesity is a bigger problem than world hunger, so I guess soon, instead of having those sad commercials with starving kids, they're gonna have sad commercials with some 600-pound man just sitting in a scooter, wearing a sleeveless Price is Right t-shirt, holding a Walmart bag and drinking a Gatorade while sad Sarah McLachlan music plays over his head. And he's sitting there like, I will remember you. He's got mustard all down his shirt. And an old man's gonna come up and look at the camera and go, hey guys, this is Daryl. Daryl hasn't seen his dick in 2.5 years. And for just 30 cents a day, I will kick the food out of Daryl's hand. Yo, I just got got a new phone recently. I had an iPhone 3 until about 2 months ago. And that's the thing, people would make fun of me. I'd take my phone and I'd be like, oh, look at your phone. iPhone 3. It's like you're holding a stick with buttons on it. I was like, the phone still works. I love that we have decided to fight for Apple and Samsung. You know what I mean? We defend these people as if we have some sort of stock in the company. Some people are like, I got an Apple. What do you got? Samsung? Blah, that's disgusting. Oh, that's gross. I got a Samsung. What do you got? Apple? Blah. I'd rather blow my dad than have an Apple. Just fighting for these things as if they matter, man. There's no more, like that's what people do. People just make fun of each other's phones. There's no more your mama jokes, man. It's just phones. People just make fun of your phone. People are like, yo, your phone is so fat, it can't even go in your front pocket. Oh yeah, well your phone is so dumb, it's got an English bitch living in it that you gotta ask questions to. I got the iPhone 5, okay? I got the iPhone 5 because I was like, I wanted the green one. That's it, I wanted the green one. And people are like, why don't you just wait for the 6? Why don't you just wait for the 6? Because I thought the 3 was beautiful, you know what I mean? I don't need the brand new one. I like that people waited for a phone. People sat in a lineup outside of a store for 3 days waiting to buy a phone while they got a phone in their pocket. Sitting there on a phone. You know what that means? People waiting on the street for 3 days? That means people were shitting on the street for a phone. Somebody's sitting there with a Gatorade bottle like, I can't wait to get the 6. Go home. Come back, get a shower. It's not a weird pair of Jordans. They keep making these. You know what I mean? You will get one. People really love Steve Jobs, man. I like when every time the anniversary of his death comes around, people freak out. People get really sad and they'll go to his grave and they'll put old, devices. Somebody will go there with an old iPad and lay it down in his grave like, thanks a lot, Steve. I really appreciate what you did for me there. As if you leave enough of them, it's gonna power him up and he's gonna come back. Arms made of iPads, just like, I will destroy Samsung. It's really gone, man. I really like rap music. I really do. My girlfriend, yeah, it's not that crazy thing to say now, you know what I mean? There's a point in time that if I was like, yo, I love rap music, people are like, oh, dude, really? That's some scary shit. Now, there's no more scary, you know what I mean? You go to a rap concert and there's like a fucking cotton candy machine and a banker and a yarn maker. Like, there's no more scariness at all. I kind of miss that. I kind of miss scary rappers, you know what I mean? I remember going to people's houses and somebody would play like fucking Mobb Deep and I would just be afraid, you know what I mean? I would just be in the corner like, yo, is something gonna happen? This is scary shit. Now I go to somebody's house and they're playing Drake and I'm like, are we all okay? Is everybody sad? Should we be laying on the floor? You know what I mean? I just miss scary rappers. Like there's no rappers now that I really think we could just walk up to most of these rappers and slap right in the face. I don't think any of them, go up to Mobb Deep today, not even in the 90s. Walk up to DMX, try to slap that fucking man. See what happens to you. You are fighting DMX. That is what is happening. You go up and slap Drake just like you're a bitch. What the fuck would he do? Nothing. He would just tighten his pea coat and be like, I didn't need that today, and leave his own house. You just leave. Me and my girlfriend argue. We argue about rap because she doesn't like it. She doesn't like rap music, and it's very hard to talk a woman who doesn't like rap music into rap music. You know what I mean? You gotta look him in the face and be like, what? You don't want to be called a bitch for 3.5 minutes? It's hard to do, and I get it. Like, I get some of the stuff she's talking about. I wish they would stop doing the exact same things with the women in the videos. It's the same women doing the same shit since I was a kid. They'll have a woman in a bikini laying on the hood of a Ferrari, or standing on a stack of money, or coming out of a pool wearing high heels as if that's a thing that any woman anywhere would do. The safety violations on that alone are just amazing. No running around the pool, but if you want to wear your pumps, dive right in. They got the same women, gorgeous women, giant tits, huge asses, no stomachs. I'm assuming these women keep their organs in their asses. And if they ever need one, they're just like, get up here, spleen, and that's its job. I really like Kanye West, man, and I don't care. I know people hate him. People really hate Kanye. Every time he does something, people lose their minds. Like a couple weeks ago, he did tell a guy in a wheelchair at his show to stand up. Now, that could be looked at as a harsh thing, but let's get serious. Wheelchair or not, at a Kanye concert, get the fuck up, man. These tickets are $200. Roll out of the front of the chair, dude. Or pop a wheelie, just let him know that you're here. I like that people hate Kanye, because they're like, Kanye's so arrogant. He's so cocky. As if every other rapper's just the most humble, Gandhi-like person walking the earth. Like you can go outside right now and see Jay-Z coming down the street wearing a dashiki, just picking up homeless people and kissing them on their little heads. You listen to any rap song, man, if you take the beat away, it's just a king yelling at peasants. It's just like a king going to his window being like, hear ye, everyone. I have all of the money. You don't. I fuck all of the women. You don't do that either. I drive all of the cars. You walk to work. But the thing is, as long as it's on a beat, nobody cares. If Kanye had told that kid in a wheelchair to stand up to a beat, it'd be a huge song on the radio right now. Somebody'd be like, yo, play that song again, crippled kid, stand up, play it. Because we don't care what they say as long as it's to a beat, you know what I mean? Like you could stand up right now and be like, I said millions of dollars worth of drugs. And be like, no, you don't. But if you stood up and were like, I said millions of dollars worth of drugs, and somebody played a beat, we'd all be like, this motherfucker sells drugs. Crazy. Yeah, me and my girlfriend argue about that. We've been together for a while, man. We've been dating for a while. We went on a break for a little bit. I don't know if anybody in here has been on a break with somebody they're dating. It is a really stupid thing, man. It's just you looking at the person you're seeing and you're like, all right, look, you're pretty cool, okay? That's why we're still doing this. But I'm gonna go see if I can do better than you. And if I can't, you're it. I'm coming right back to you. Do not lock a door. I gotta go see what I'm worth. And if it's nothing, I loved you the whole time. Like we've been dating for 5 years now. 5 years, decent amount of time. Some people think that's too long. Some people have really said to me, like, that's too long to be dating. You should have been married years ago. Why? Like, look, anybody in here that's married, congrats. I think it's a weird level of commitment. You know what I mean? You gotta look somebody in the face and go, I love you so much that I think we should get the government involved in what we're doing here. And the government needs to know. I'd also be more into getting married if we could just stop saying that a wedding day is a man and a woman's day. Can we just say it's a woman's day, for God's sake? Do you know what I mean? It's your day. And we're not gonna hate you for it. We'll still go, all right? We'll still be there. But I've been to weddings, they got nothing to do with a man. You walk into the church, most times the man is already standing in there. Did that guy sleep over? Like, why is he here right now? And there's no fanfare. Nobody claps a man in. Nobody's like, way to go, Josh, I'm doing it. Nobody cares. He's just standing in there beside two other guys that are dressed the exact same as he is. Who's getting married today? I don't know, one of those three up there. They're gonna play Duck, Duck, Goose and pick one. Like, you know which woman is getting married, you know? You know. She's the only woman in the building dressed like her. A woman standing there in a gorgeous white dress, standing beside 5 trolls, just ugly dresses. Like just gross dresses with tails on them and flowers all over the place. Like, it's clearly your day. You also get to come in with a theme song, man. A theme song. You get to walk up the aisle like a wrestler. Is that not crazy to anybody? You get to come in with a theme song like a wrestler. You also get to walk down with your dad like he's your manager. Can't we just go? Let me just go the whole way. Get a Titantron with pictures of you and have fireworks going off. And have an announcer that's like, here she comes, everybody, weighing in that she didn't want to say, the bride. I like living with my girlfriend. I will say this, though. I miss living with guy friends of mine, man, because every conversation with guy friends was just a fun time. Do you know what I mean? They're all just these stupid conversations that keep us up till like 5 in the morning. Like, dude, would you rather have no legs or lose your dick for a year? That's like a real conversation that we will sit there and be like, man, I like having legs. I'm not gonna lie to you. Walking around is pretty sweet, but a whole year without a dick. I gotta go no legs, man. I'm going no legs. And I'll just drag myself everywhere I gotta go. Like, I have fun conversations with my girlfriend, but they're not all fun. You know what I mean? Some of them are just not fun. Like the other day, she wanted to talk about towels. Towels, like that's not fun. Towels don't go to fun. Towels is never, would you rather have all the towels in the world or lose your dick for a year? Like, it's not going there. It's just towels. You stand there like, Nathan, you need to know. We got a real problem in this house right now. There's 2 of us, we only got 6 towels. What are we gonna do if something happens? What if a flood happens? We gotta block the bottom of the doors with towels. Or what if a basketball team breaks down in front of the house and they want to come in and shower? How do we give 20 guys 6 towels? And I gotta tell her, I don't care about towels. I don't care. I'll use 1 towel for 2.5 straight fucking years. I do not care. So I mean, I use it, I hang it up, I use it again. But she wants me to be some weird decadent king just walking around the house like I'm done with the forehead towel. Give me the left leg towel, please. And then burn both of them. My girlfriend is great though, man. She's not a jealous person, which is pretty sweet. You know what I mean? Like, my ex-girlfriend was super jealous. And she used to just complain and cry about like every woman ever that walked by. You know what I mean? We'd be in the mall and she'd be like, what do you think of that girl's hair? And because I was asked a question, I would turn and look at this girl's hair and be like, oh yeah, that girl's hair? Yeah, I like that girl's hair. I probably didn't say it in that high of a pitch, but still. But then she would just lose her mind. She'd be like, oh my God. You like that girl's hair? What do you want me to have that girl's hair? Bet you want me to have that girl's hair. I'm like, I don't know. Does that girl's hair come with more self-confidence? Because like, if it does, go grab it right now, you know? Take it right off that woman's head. But I think she was really jealous, man, because she used to compare herself just to everyone, like I said, walking by. She'd even get that list, the World's Sexiest Women list that comes out every year, you know what I mean? She'd pick that up and go through it and be like, look at this woman's legs. I don't have legs like that. Look at her long legs. I've got these short little stubby troll legs. Look at that woman's tits. They're all nice and round. I've got these kicked-in little soup cans. These little things. And I have to tell her, I'm like, yo, these lists, the World's Sexiest Women lists are bullshit, man. They're just stupid lists. Okay, listen, first of all, they don't go through the world. You're telling me you went through the world list? You searched the world, you went through the deserts and everything? You even went through the rainforest and shook the trees and found the women that fell out of those? Then how are these all famous women every single year? That list should not be called the World's Sexiest Women. That list should be called the prettiest girls we know the names of. That is what it is, man. Because if they searched the world, there'd be no more pictures of women laying down, looking all sexy. Like, yeah, I knew I was number 8. They told me last week, so I got my hair done. No, there'd be pictures of women completely caught off guard, man. Like a woman coming out of a Starbucks, blocking her face with a yoga mat. Like, what the fuck? There you go, everyone. Number 6, we hunted her down and put her in this magazine. My ex used to ask me too if I thought these were right. She'd go through them and be like, do you think this woman is actually number 8? Do you think this woman is number 6? And I'd be like, we just don't care. Men don't care about this list. You know what I mean? We don't pick it up and call our friends like, yo, dude, did you get the list? Yeah, I did, man. I got a real problem with number 7. Well, bring it to the clubhouse and we'll talk it out. We don't care. Like, you just ask some dude who he thinks the world's sexiest woman is. Just go up to some guy and be like, who do you think it is, man? Think it's like Scarlett Johansson or Angelina Jolie or some shit. I'd be like, look, those two are pretty great, okay? But let me tell you this. I was just at a restaurant and my waitress was hot as fuck, okay? Tits everywhere, ass all over the world's sexiest woman to a man is the last hot woman he saw, man. That is how it breaks down. Those lists always freak me out too because they only show like one type of woman. Like, you gotta be a real specific type of woman to be world's sexiest woman. So I mean, you gotta be between like 104 pounds and dead. If you're not somewhere in there. You know, if you don't have ankles that are so small you could just snap them when you step off a curb, or elbows that are so tiny you could pick a lock with them if you needed to, you are not making the list. They got some scary looking women on magazine covers, man, with just like ribs all over the place. You can see their teeth through their face. Like, I don't know who wants this. I've never been in a bar with a friend of mine and have him go, yo, dude, see that zombie looking chick over there in the corner? Yeah, dude, the girl that looks sad and tired and hungry. God, I would love to just grab her collarbone and ride her. You know, eat something, for God's sake, man. I've only met one dude in my life who wanted that. One guy. I met one guy who was like, yo, man, I only want to sleep with girls that are like 98 pounds. 98 pounds. This criminal said 98 pounds. Like, where you mean women, dude? The playground? 98 pounds is me when I was 10. You want to fuck me when I was 10, dude? Like, yo, man, your mom's got a pretty hot picture of a girl on her mantle. Who's that? That is me in grade 8, bro. Stop looking at that picture.
98 pounds.
But yeah, man, my ex-girlfriend was so jealous. Like, one time she actually said to me, she goes, Nathan, I hope you don't think about having sex with other women. It's the thing she said to my face. I hope you don't think about having sex with other women. I was like, I hope you don't think that I'm a wizard. I can't control that. You know what I mean? I don't pick all the thoughts that go through here. And I would love to shut that part off. If I could shut that part off, I would, okay? Because that one sucks. It's just hard, you know what I mean? Walking down the street being like, I gotta get to work. Look at those tits. Gotta get to work. Like to fuck her all day, every day. Happens at times I don't want it to happen. You know what I mean? I've gotten on a bus and a hot mom will get on holding her baby. Holding her baby. And there's a part of me that goes, man, that's beautiful. The other part of me goes, yo, drop that baby. And pick up a dick. And that's not the thought I wanted to have. Guys, my name's Nathan Macintosh. Thank you so very much for coming out. Really, really appreciate it, guys. Thank you. Thank you, everyone. You're a good man.
Come on, guys, one more time.